On the Western Star, do you drink tea?
What's that? Tea? Well, yes.
I invite you to a tea ceremony.
What?
Just call it thanks for showing me a good time.
Very well then. I'll come.
We've agreed to a ceasefire.
Lower your weapons!
Get ready, men! For tea!
The night was over, but daybreak brought with it a terrible scene to behold. The castle and lands around it were like a vision of hell bathed in the morning light. If not for Nobunaga's tea ceremony of the warring nations, there would have been no rest for the people of this land. And yet, thanks to the frightful events of the day prior, optimism was scarcely on the minds of people from either side. The memory of that battle turned into a heavy darkness, and that darkness carved a deep scar into Joan's heart.
Send the injured soldiers out into our camp, but be sure to let the women and children out of the castle first.
Yes, sir.
The true battle has only just begun. Nobu.
This is scarcely ideal, but at least this plan of Nobunaga's has prevented any more casualties.
No. I'm afraid it is still too soon to say that.
You were really thinking when you invited him to a tea ceremony.
Yeah, it just kind of came out.
Regardless, there's no denying that we would have suffered crippling losses had the fight persisted.
Don't gotta tell me. I know we dodged one hell of a bullet. It could have destroyed our whole star.
Sorry.
It wasn't your fault. My strategy wasn't clever enough. Dad said, if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. To tell you the truth, those words didn't mean shit to me back then. But now I think I kind of get what Dad was trying to tell me. If I'm gonna win this war, I can't do it by myself.
Nobu.
If only I hadn't gotten in his way.
Dad was full of crap most of the time, but for once I'll take his words to heart.
In that case, what did you have in mind?
During the tea ceremony, we can get a look at Caesar's true colors. Through him, we can find out what the Western Star is really after.
You think the dude's actually gonna open up to you?
Good point. Nobu, how do we know he won't just try to assassinate you?
Weapons aren't allowed at the tea ceremonies. We told him to come unarmed, didn't we?
Still, be careful. Do you honestly expect Caesar to do as we ask?
Well, we don't know for sure yet, do we? That's the whole point of this deal.
Nobu, really? Oda nearly suffered a devastating blow, and there would have been no way we could have recovered from it. The enemy knows this, and will no doubt come to us with a list of demands.
Hell, I know that. He wants our sacred treasures. But who wouldn't, am I right?
What are you gonna tell him if he asks you to give them to him?
Too bad, that's what.
If he were the type to take no for an answer, he never would have declared war against us.
Remember what Da Vinci told us.
There is one thing I would like to point out. Whoever dominates the sacred treasures rules the entire world.
Badasses. He needs badass dudes that can control the sacred treasures.
But that's you, isn't it?
You're right. He would have killed you otherwise. But he's not just after the sacred treasures. He needs their users. Well, at any rate, I had a feeling this would be an issue, so I wrote up a short document with some of the ways for you to respond if Caesar does ask you to give him the sacred treasures. Give it a look, at least.
Sure.
Brother.
Ichi? Need something?
Yes. Pardon me. I just had a suggestion for the tea ceremony today. I thought we could change the bowls we were using.
The existential bowl.
Right. I felt that it would be appropriate for this particular event. And it would mean a lot to Father if we used it.
Guess it wouldn't hurt to have Dad watch over me. Oh, and Nobukatsu, too.
I agree. Brother, at the ceremony, I would like to serve as head hostess, please.
I'm counting on you, Ichi.
Right.
A tea ceremony. Huh.
So, Bianchi, what's a tea ceremony? It'll probably be like a royal tea party or something. There'll be music and dancers and stuff like that. Oh, then it'll be really awesome, won't it? We'll finally get to dance again. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la!
Nobunaga, should I attempt to capture you first and then present your sacred treasures to King Arthur? Or should I defeat you and steal all of the sacred treasures you've collected so far? But if I accept you as an ally, I could overthrow Alexander.
And don't forget who's in that castle, right? It's got that princess in it, right? Right? She really was pretty. I'm so jealous.
Does this tea ceremony have anything to do with your low spirits, perhaps?
No, I just feel worthless.
Very well. The Fool. Interesting. It refers to one whose will is free and who thinks outside the box. He is innocent, pure, naive, and yet filled with possibility, creative, and ingenious. Of course, most people would not consider those words to go hand in hand with their image of a fool.
Sounds like Nobunaga.
I've heard that these tea ceremonies can be complex, but the point is to create an enjoyable experience. I wonder what emotions Nobunaga will embrace during this little diversion. We'll see, but if he is able to channel his strengths as the Fool, we may be in for another surprise.
Ichi?
Brother, since we were little, you've come back to this waterfall time and time again, haven't you?
Yeah, and you'd sneak up on me while I was trying to think.
I'm nervous. This tea ceremony will determine our fate. And because it's so important, as the hostess, I cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Don't worry about it, sis. We're dealing with guys from the Western Star. They don't know squat about tea ceremonies, so they can't tell if you screw it up.
Oh, you're right. Nobunaga, I'll do anything to save the Oda clan. Even if it means my life, no sacrifice is too great.
That's my job. I'll take care of it. Okay?
Still, I just want you to know, no matter what the future holds, I'll do what it takes.
Come on. You're a princess. You don't gotta worry about this stuff. You should loosen up a bit.
I can't. How could I? This is my life's sole purpose.
You're a strange one, sis.
Well, yes, I'm related to you, aren't I?
Don't let your guard down. We're dealing with Caesar's army. They may try something during the ceasefire.
This may be a ceasefire, but stay on high alert. Be ready to charge into battle at a moment's notice.
Any funny business and you two know what to do.
I'll tell the others at once.
I hope it all works out, but if not, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Nobu doesn't know about this. It's strictly between you and me.
Sir.
If Caesar does anything even the least bit suspicious, act immediately.
Sir.
Go.
Would you look at that? Caesar's acting as meek as a little lamb. Huh? Let me see. I wonder how long he can keep up the act. Come on, let me see already now. No!
Get us through this, please. You can't let Caesar set the pace. How beautiful. She's like a goddess. This Eastern Star of yours is truly blessed. Such beautiful maidens reside here.
So, man, you like tea?
I suppose I do, but Eastern tea is new to me, so it's hard to say. However, there is much beauty in the ceremony, and although the atmosphere is solemn, it has its charm.
That right? Well, sorry we couldn't set up better digs for this whole deal. Short notice.
No, it's fine, really. Call it elegance and simplicity.
I'll take that.
This is our family heirloom, the existential bowl.
A bowl?
Is what we see real, or is our reality an illusion? Looking into the bowl, is it nothingness you see? Or is nothingness itself something? Enjoy. Brother?
This is my tea ceremony, so we're gonna do things my way. How can we enjoy the tea if we nitpick over the rules? Feel free to be yourself.
I see. That's how he thinks.
Oh, well, if you insist.
On the Western Star, you do this kind of stuff?
No, when we take tea, it isn't nearly this extravagant.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of old-fashioned crap like this on the Eastern Star. You must think it's pretty annoying.
Where I come from, it's no better, I assure you. The burden of social etiquette can be quite overwhelming.
Aw, there he goes again, belly aching as usual.
This Arthur, he's the big shot you take orders from, right?
He is a noble man. Please refer to him with respect.
So what's his story?
Why do you ask?
I've heard that he pretty much runs the whole show over there. I'd like to get to know the guy.
Is that right? In that case, this is all you need to know. King Arthur is none other than the Savior King of the Western Star.
The Savior King?
Nobunaga isn't the only Savior King.
Soon, with the power of the sacred treasure wielders, King Arthur will call forth the legendary Holy Grail. With the Grail's infinite power, he will finally be able to save our world from the brink of ultimate destruction.
Well, damn. So if this guy doesn't get his magic cup, what exactly is gonna happen?
It would be the end for the people of my star. Now then, let me get to the point. You understand my situation, so you see why I need your sacred treasures. That's all of them, including the sacred treasures of fire and wind that Lord Shingen handed down to you. Then, you and all of your forces would be placed under my command. If you accept these terms, I guarantee a peaceful life for those residing under the flag of the Oda clan. I should have known. All right then, this is the moment of truth.
He can't have it. Not handing mine over. Screw that.
Furthermore, if any of your neighboring warring states should threaten your domain, I shall offer you my support in repelling them. Simply put, I will protect this land and its people as if they were my own.
Like two lions staring eye to eye. The word retreat has not so much as touched upon their minds. Will they clash as equals? Or will one tear the other asunder with its mighty fangs, aiming for even greater heights?
No deal. If I hand my sacred treasures over, I'm sure you'll try your best to protect my land and people and yada yada. But considering the size of your balls, am I totally off, or are you planning on conquering the entire Eastern Star? 'Cause if so, you'll have to count me out.
You seem to be mistaken on one account. I am not required to negotiate with you. You are not the one destined to save this world. You are no Savior King.
That's not true. You're wrong.
Ranmaru.
I saw the truth in a vision. Nobunaga is the only one who can save this world from ruin. Nobunaga is the only Savior King.
A vision? And you saw Nobunaga, not King Arthur. You must be mistaken.
Oh, there are two Savior Kings, you say? Why, this is quite the surprise.
The Savior King?
And there are two of them?
Ranmaru? Man, you always say the weirdest shit. It's gonna take more than prophecy to change me. I'm gonna handle things my own way. I used to have this world all wrong. Until a while ago, all I wanted was power. I just wanted the giant battle armor. That's why I raided the Western Star's cargo ships. But now, I'm not interested in how much power I have or what I can do. I'm interested in the guys who can really use that power. And that means you too. I bet the Western Star sent the giant battle armor down in the first place to see if some badass guy could pilot it. But since we didn't know that, we've all been just butting heads instead of working together. All we could do was see that we wanted more power. So what do you know? You and I end up clashing with each other again. Trashing my place, and for what? Can't you feel King Arthur pulling at our strings?
What are you getting at?
If we keep fighting over these sacred treasures, all we'll get out of it is two busted up stars. And if you kill me, then King Arthur loses an awesome pilot. You know I'm right, bro. We shouldn't be fighting each other right now.
Elbow.
I see. Then when would we settle the score?
We can do it when I meet this King Arthur of yours.
That's reasonable. In that case, I shall make sure you meet him. Someday. Until that time comes, I propose a temporary alliance. And as proof, I shall do everything within my power to protect this land of yours. In exchange, I will be taking your sister, Princess Ichi, along with me.
What? Princess Ichi?
Oh, no. I shall take her to be my queen.
Damn you, Caesar! Do you honestly expect him to accept that offer? He asks too much.
Preposterous. There's no way. He's practically taking her hostage.
A moment, if you will. This pertains to my wedding arrangements. I shall take it upon myself to personally offer an answer. I would be honored to accept your proposal.
Ichi, are you sure?
Princess Ichi.
If my life can in any way save my brother, the lands under Oda, and the people who live on these lands, no, the people of the entire Eastern Star, I will gladly do as you have asked. However, if you should fail to keep your end of the promise, I will kill you, even if it means my own death. Do you still wish to marry me? I see. This time, the fool was Princess Ichi!
What an ominous sign.
What is that mark?
Princess H.